everybody, welcome to the island of Madeira. We went there a while ago and we figured out that this is the airport with the worst landings ever.
Late landing, very late landing.
But why? Is it the crazy approach that brings you here? Where planes have to take a sharp turn here to turn into runway 05, making it very impossible for every pilot to come here, only selected ones? Or is it the strong winds here that blow? See, we all know Atlantic Ocean winds. They're very strong. And the problem is that Madeira is a very mountainous island. In fact, the whole island is practically a mountain, or several. There's not much flat land at all. And we all know what mountains do with wind. They create turbulence and a lot of wind shear, wind that changes direction, which is why there are thousands and thousands of videos about hard landings at Madeira Airport. And today I thought it would be time to make a top 10 of the worst landings that happened on this island. Number 10, an extremely long landing. Here we see a 737 with beautiful eyebrow windows coming in for landing. And we can see the problems of these very turbulent winds. This plane is not very stable at all. Uploaded here on the Falcon Aviation channel, Paolo Ricardo Feria. Look how this plane is struggling with crosswind, but not only that, it is very turbulent indeed. And what that does for a landing is not only make it somewhat hard, but also this looks like an RC plane now. It is absolutely insane, but actually very good pilot control. Something you can criticize about this landing is that it's extremely long. Look, we are touching down far behind touchdown zones, and go-rounds aren't really done a lot, I feel like. But come on, that wasn't hard at all. Here also from the Falcon Aviation channel, number 9. Super hard landing as well, also by Paolo. Let's take a look. We can see an Airbus A321neo by Lufthansa here, landing right in COVID. Beautiful LED lights on this plane, but it is struggling quite a lot. No, this approach is not like your usual ILS auto land thing. We see pilots really fighting here, so come on, let's take a look. And especially brace for impact now. As this plane comes in, and here it comes in. Oh, bounce. Bouncy bounce, and no go around at all. I always wondered what these kind of landings felt like from the cabin. But let me tell you, I think hard landings are excused here. But on approaches like this, especially Madeira, things can go wrong. Did you guys just see that bank angle? This is from Madeira Airport spotting. He streams there a lot. Pedro, really nice guy. But look here, this Wizz Air airplane struggling. Oh, okay. And then going around because of a wind shear alert. And this is the craziest wind shear that I've ever seen, making this kind of the number 7 worst. It's number 7 though. But look at that insane go around. Nearly vertical. Look at this. Yes. Not that bad at all. But when we talk about go arounds, we have to talk about EasyJet. We all know what happened around 2 weeks ago. This is from another beautiful live stream here by Pedro. And see here what this EasyJet is doing. Going around here right before touchdown. Maybe because of a wind shear alert. Right here before touchdown. Airplane is right at this moment coming in quite for a hard landing. And pilots decide to kick the airplane and go around, but in a very weird and interesting manner. See this airplane banking to the right. Very much. This is what in the world are they doing? This is definitely number 7 indeed. Here's another view. Lots of cameras are always filming these landings, luckily. And we can see here from this phone camera, EasyJet going around right at this moment and doing a crazy right low pass for apparently no reason at all. In fact, this pilot maneuver has lots of critics. People saying, oh, that is not good piloting at all. Here on Reddit, I'm a pilot, typewritten in the A320. There's nothing fantastic about the unsafe way in which that turn was made at that height above the airport. Yeah, this is quite odd. Normally in a go-around procedure, you follow the runway, and not just bank off in the weirdest ever go-round. While this might seem epic, people don't like this. This is kind of like an air show maneuver, really. Oh my god, look at that A310 low pass here. It's from 2007. Kind kind of looks the same here. Look at this. Okay, normal, and then going around and doing whatever this is, which is just absolutely insane and crazy and stupid. But yeah, there is a reason why Madeira Airport oftentimes closes because of wind. Something that doesn't happen on pretty much any airport I know. Look at this Jet 2 landing, number 6 of the worst landing, also here by Madeira Airport. Spotting, let's take a look. All right, there it is. Boom! That is insane, and an immediate go-around. Oh my god. I feel like the go-around was initiated before the landing itself. So here, going full power to kind of feather off that touchdown, which didn't really work out very well. Boom! That is not good at all. But no trouble, no broken bones, no broken airplane, and a normal go-around procedure. And now we come to the number 6, also by Paolo. Yes, these guys at Madeira Airport are helping us get those clips. You know, we always know what's going on in the Madeira. Let's take a look. It can't be that bad, right? Number 6. Boom! That is insanely hard. Very hard. Even so hard that the plane bounced, although it wasn't very fast at all. Touching down before touchdown zone is not a bad idea at this airport, but look at this landing. Yeah, that's just the problem. You know, sometimes a wind shear can take away a lot of airspeed, a lot of lift, and so you end up crashing onto the runway. Let's see that again. No broken bones, though. Maybe. So let's get to number 5 from Madeira, whatever that is. Landing from 2022. This might not be the best quality. It looks like it's on a VHS cassette, the quality in which normally plane crashes are filmed in. Boom! Oh my god, that is insane! Can you look at that? I just want to see that again. Not only are we landing real hard, real hard, but also in crosswind. This is an insane landing. Oh my god. There is still tire smoke from that touchdown. We're all landing extremely off center line for normal airline piloting. But what can you do? You know, this is excused behavior because, like, how can you land any better? Number 5, everybody. Okay, Madeira Airport spotting. Wow, hard landing Eurowings A321neo. Let's take a look. I mean, how bad can it be? Okay. Boom! You can really see how well these landing gears are designed. Can you imagine this kind of drop from this kind of height in like a normal car damper? Everyone would be dead. Jesus Christ. Talking about, you know, the whole wind shear situation. This airplane seems to normally fly in flare before touchdown, but suddenly falls off onto the ground here. Look at it again. Boom. Sudden drop. Big bounce. Not good at all. Once again, just because of the crazy winds that happen here. But everybody, we all know the top clip here. Madeira Aviation. Beautifully filmed, and we can see now landing happening from the other side of the runway, which is a landing that broke the plane. Did you guys just see what happened? Did you see what happened? Yes, we're talking now number 3, and we're getting into broken plane territory. Look at this right now. We've got an SAS A320 coming in for landing very hard indeed. So hard, in fact, that the airplane vibrates so much that the engine compressor stalls out. Look, boom, a little fire explosion there. Not that bad. Look, the plane safely landed, of course, but we see a crazy go-around maneuver with, you know, that's just not good. The pilots after this go-around decided to give up and fly to Gran Canaria, which is not far away. But yes, they diverted to another airport completely. Probably because at Gran Canaria, they have better facilities for fixing the problem. Although I feel like here at Madeira Airport, you'd make good business opening a plane mechanics hangar. Boom! There's another camera view from Forgot My Passport. And bam. But good decision making to go around here, unlike number 2. I have no idea why you didn't go around, is what I will call this. Look, so we are seeing at TAP Portugal. Wonderful airline, but this is the wildest landing I've ever seen here. Yeah, it's got 3 million views, and that's deserved. Why? Look at this landing. We are way too high. Yes, wind shear also can mean that we've got wind coming suddenly from the front, and so the airplane will just want to fly. Yes. We're looking at a plane that doesn't want to touch down at all. And we see sort of a mistake that student pilots do. Look, we don't, you know, touch down on touchdown zone, nor do we touch down behind it at all. At all. And we land on the nose wheel landing gear first, not only once, but twice. And we decide not to go around for some reason, and here we go. We are back we have landed. This is good. I mean, it is interesting. In real life, you really get taught never to touch down on the nose wheel, because that will break. It's happened on several instances. So, this is probably the worst. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't go around. If the plane doesn't want to land, it doesn't want to land. So let's come to number 1. Also from Madeira Airport spotting. Today we're talking about a plane that had to be grounded after landing because it broke. Yes, a landing that broke the plane. And this really kind of deserves the spot on the hardest landing. Oh, top 10. Oh my god, that is just insane. Yes, the runway material Madeira Airport has to take a lot of beatings, and so does the plane. Jeez. With a bounce there as well. And yes, the landing gear had to be inspected. Now, the reason for that is that normally on the A320, maintenance for the landing gear is typically triggered by a touchdown exceeding 2.6 G load factor, or a touchdown rate of descent exceeding 600 feet per minute. That's actually a fixed criteria here for a landing like this. The Airbus knows about this and I guess tells the pilot. And this was definitely above 2.6 Gs, which is why the airplane was grounded for a few days until it was repaired. Boom, there we go. So everybody, the beautiful Madeira Island Airport, sometimes it's better to go around here. It's a blessing that we have all these streamers and people recording there so that we can judge the pilots. Because we could do any better, we couldn't. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night.